Here's another installment with mathematics with Mr. C. Vadas, and we're going to start talking about the unit circle. The unit circle is centered at the origin 0, 0, and it has a radius of 1. So in other words, this is going to be our equation for a unit circle. So if we have a unit circle here, what we want to notice is where it intersects with the axes. Of course, it has a radius of 1, so we have 1, 0 here on the x-axis, and on the other side we have -1 for x and 0 for y. Same with the y, we have 0, 1, so it's on the y-axis, and 0, -1 down here. Now, if we think about the circle, it's 2 pi to go around the circle. And what we're going to do is we're going to start. This is going to be our starting point. We're always going to start at this point. And if we go like this, counterclockwise, that's positive. So positive for counterclockwise, negative for clockwise. So if we were to go around all the way around like this, that would be 2 pi. If we only go halfway around, this would be pi. If we go 1/4 of the way around, it would be 2 pi over 4, which is pi over 2. So this is pi over 2. So this distance here to here is pi over 2. From here to here is pi. And of course, if we go down here, this is 3 pi over 2. And back we get to 2 pi. All right, so let's talk about the quadrants a little bit. This is Q1, as you already know. And the points in here, inside here, on this line, are always going to be positive for the x-axis and positive for the y-axis. If we go to Q2, now we're out this side of the x-axis, so this is going to be negative for our x values, and we're above the x-axis, so it's positive for the y values. If we go to Q3, now everything's negative. We're on the negative x-axis, we're down below that x-axis, so all the points are going to be negative, negative. And lastly, Q4, we're back positive on the x-axis and negative on the y-axis. So this helps us to know where we are on this curve. So let's see if maybe a point is on this curve. Is 1/2 square root of 3 over 2 a point on the unit circle? Well, the way we can tell is if we add the squares of these, they better add up to 1. 1/2 squared plus square root of 3 over 2 squared, does that equal 1? And we see here, this is 1/4 plus the square root of 3 squared is 3 over 2 squared is 4, and this is 1. So this is definitely on the circle. It's on the unit circle. And where would it be? Well, the way to find out, maybe finding the square root of 3 over 2 is not very easy, but x is 1/2. So if we go out here, where's 1/2? Right about there is 1/2. Actually, that's exactly where 1/2 is. So this would be the point right there of 1/2 comma square root of 3 over 2. So again, when we go this direction, counterclockwise, it's a positive. When we go this direction, it's negative. All right, so we're talking about terminal points, and some of the important terminal points are ones like pi over 6, pi over 4, and pi over 3 between 0, and pi over 2. Now remember, a terminal point, we start at 1, 0 on the x-axis and just move counterclockwise. When we get to pi over 6, this is actually the point square root of 3 over 2 for x and 1/2 for y. At pi over 4, they're both the same. The x and y are the same. The square root of 2 over 2 and the square root of 2 over 2. And at pi over 3, it's 1/2 and square root of 3 over 2. Now we can use these 3 points in any of the 4 quadrants. We could go out here to 3 pi over 4 and so on. So we will get used to using these. Now, just to remind you, the terminal point T is the distance starting at the x-axis at 1, 0, going counterclockwise. We can go negative values going this way, negative t's, but positive going counterclockwise. T bar is the reference number, and that is the smallest number, that's the shortest distance from the x-axis to a terminal point. So let's see what we mean here. So say we have the terminal point 2 pi over 3. So we're going along here, and it would be somewhere right around here is the point 2 pi over 3. So here's that's our terminal point, and that's our distance. We've gone 2 pi over 3. But the reference number is the shortest distance from the x-axis. So we're looking just at the x-axis here. And in this case, this is the shortest distance. That's the shortest distance from the x-axis, and that is pi over 3. So that's our reference number for this is pi over 3. Let's take a look at another one. Say 7 pi over 8. Well, 2 pi is one full circle, so which is 8 pi over 4. So we're just pi over 4 short of being over here. So we're over here, somewhere about here. This is going to be 7 pi over 4. So here's our terminal point. We've gone all the way around like this, 7 pi over 4. But the closest it is to the x-axis is right here. So this is our T bar, and this is just pi over 4. So that's all our reference number is, the shortest distance getting to. It doesn't matter which direction we're going here. It's just the shortest distance. All right, see you in the next video.